Hi, I'm Mark from Peruke Games. I'm here to show you how to play the two-player version of Peruke. So this is our two-player setup, how to play Peruke with two people. So each player gets two sets of discs from 1 to 6. So the discs have two sides to them, a vulnerable side or a target and a safe side. So we set them up with our primary row all safe and with our secondary row unsafe. And so on the first roll of the dice, we can only use the values to make our own ones on our secondary row safe again. I've got a 5, a 4 and a 3. So this player's go. So you flip your 6, your 5 and your 2. So now we set the game premise up. I can use the values of these dice to do different things. So with the 2, for example, I could choose to make my own 2 safe. I could choose to make one of my players unsafe, or if one of their discs was already unsafe, I could take the 2. So with the other 2, I'm going to protect my 2, and with the 4, I'll take their 4 as well. So it comes to this player. So they might take my 6. They could do a good little trick here with the 2 4s, that they could use them both on one disc, so they could flip the 4 with one of them, and then they'll be able to take it with the other one. So back to me again. So the 5, I'm going to unprotect that 5 at the back. I'm going to flip their 2, and I'm going to protect my own 1. So I'm looking pretty safe there. Flip the 6, flip the 5 and take the 5 as well, because you've got 2 5s. So back to me again. So I'm going to re-protect that 6, take the 5 and take the 2. So we keep going like that until we get to something like this. If I now rolled a 6, I take this player's last disc from their primary row, which means the round ends. Because I'm the one that ends the round, I keep all of my discs onto my score, and I also take anything they've left unprotected. Anything they've kept protected goes into their score. So the aim really is the round ends when the player loses their primary row. So it's a good idea to start attacking that quite early. So you can either add those scores up and play that as one game, or we can play 2 rounds like we do in normal Peruke, and then we add those 2 scores together and the person with the highest combined score wins. Again, we can play this little additional rule with this red dice, so just decide at the beginning if you're going to do that. If you do, you're playing exactly the same way. You can use the 1, the 5 and the 2 separately, or you could choose to add the red dice to another one. So I can make a 3 or I can make a 6. Trade-off is you only get 2 numbers, but they might be more useful in the game. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out our other videos where we show you how to play different versions of Peruke.